visuals and welcome to the channel, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week where we talk about anything weird and nerdy and lovely and beautiful and shenanigansy and just Deadpools and Batmans and occasional Pokemons, well Pokemon today, kind of ish, Guardians-y today definitely, movies, Funkos, Legos, anything that makes you a weird little bastard. And yes, we are doing another Pokemon team for select comic book character. And I cannot remember for the friggin' life of me, or should I say flarkin' life of me, if I originally made this mini-series within the whole series that is a visual, guys. If I made this to put on Pokemon Thursdays or Superhero Wednesdays, I actually can't remember because it combines both. So I guess technically you can put them on both. But I can't remember. I also can't remember the last few where I've put them in. I feel like I've mostly made it a Superhero Wednesday thing. But again, I mean, I could look back on the channel, but that would take effort. But anyway, visuals, we do for Superhero Wednesday. I apologise if this isn't usually on Superhero Wednesday, because we're going to do it. And if it's usually on Pokemon Thursday, but dog's kicking off. Anyway, if you're also, as well, if you're new to the channel, you're thinking, what is this fat moron rambling on about? It's a concept, a video idea, which I don't think I was the creator of. I think other people have done this before. But it's a case where you get a comic book character, any comic book, any Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, whatever you want. Any comic book. I mean, Transformers can do, we could do an Optimus Prime one. Comic book character, and give them 6 Pokemon based on the sort of themes of that hero and how the individual Pokemon fit to their themes and who they are as a character and whatnot. So yeah, it's a fun little idea we like to do. And this week we're going to do, you can't see him, but Star-Lord. We're going to do Star-Lord. And I think it's best to say, it's Star-Lord as a whole, obviously, but I think we're going to base it more on MCU Star-Lord. I mean, it's still comic book style, because it wouldn't work there, because it wouldn't be a comic, well, it is a comic book character. But obviously, I feel like a lot more people that watch these that would just randomly know the Star-Lord from the MCU better than, even though they are pretty much the same. But there are a couple of little differences and whatnot and stuff, and obviously every now and then different origins and shit. But yeah, it's just Star-Lord. But I think when we're doing this, just a picture Peter Quill played by Chris Pratt. Picture him in your head, maybe. Oh, fuck it, better yet, it's just Star-Lord. We're just doing Star-Lord. I've just made it complicated for no reason. We're going to give Star-Lord his Pokemon team of 6 Pokemon. And he's not completely the most overcomplicated character. He's got one massive theme behind him. That's all music, which is, I've definitely put that element into it. And there's one or two little things, obviously, you can go for. But, yeah, he's not completely complex. He isn't like a Bruce Wayne Batman. There's a lot going on there. Or he's not like a Spider-Man or a Joker, but visuals. Here is Star-Lord's 6 Pokemon. Let me know if you disagree. And please, yes, you guys, a lot of you who do watch these, usually have way better teams. And it's something that I've completely overlooked. I'm the one that gives it all. I'm a comic book nerd. I've got lots of comic book knowledge. And you guys come every time and school me and make me look like a fucking twat. But I love it because it's like, oh my God, that's a brilliant answer. It gives me joy. Because I'm like, people that watch my videos are so much smarter than me. Ready, visuals? Here is my 6 Pokemon for Peter Quill, Star-Lord. Let me know yours in the comments below. Here we go with number 1. When my clicky works. Right, first off, we'll get the sentimental one out the way. It's Kangaskhan. Why Kangaskhan? Well, for me, you could argue Chansey or maybe even like a Wigglytuff or Indeed. You know, something crazy like that. You could argue who is the most motherly Pokemon, but for me it's Kangaskhan. Even to the point where when she's ready to Mega Evolve and fight, she'll send her kid out. That's like a proper hardcore mum and like, go on son, get your foot in. Teach you some tough love. Kangaskhan is the ultimate mother Pokemon for me. And has always been pretty much throughout the entire run of Star-Lord, from comics and from the film, there's always been that undertone of his mother's love and, you know, how much he loves his mum and misses his mum, and the tragic death, whether it be the having cancer in the film or one of the comic book deaths, or if even as recent as the video game where she's killed by the Shatari and you're taken away. No matter which one it is, he's always got a never-ending love for his mother, and there's always a connection and the pair up, you know, him and his mum. So yeah, Kangaskhan feels like a perfect fit in for Peter Quill. Also, I feel like because he wants that motherly love, he would also try and get into the Kangaskhan sack, and that would be quite hilarious. Next up, it's Chatot. Obviously, we needed some Pokemon themed, of course we needed Pokemon, some music themed Pokemon, and there was a couple. You made Loudred, or you can have the old like Explode lot, Wishmode lot. You can have like Ludicolo. Well, Ludicolo will be appearing again on this list. Meloetta, Stop Killing the Camera Dog. But I chose Chatot straight away because you could class, I guess, somewhat as what Star-Lord does and did, especially as a Ravager, as kind of like pirate-esque. And I love the idea of Star-Lord leading the Milano and just chilling with Chatot on his shoulder. You know, he's going out and having interactions with, well, again, if we're talking MCU style, this wouldn't happen, but talking to Yondu or preparing the team for battle or a mission or whatever the fuck it is, and having this little music playing Chatot. You know, he puts his headphones in and he's like, Chatot, we're doing Redbone, come and get your love, and Chatot's giving it, and he's singing. I like that idea. I like that pair up. I think it looks fucking awesome, and I think it would look badass on a poster. So Chatot on his shoulder. Next up, we needed a space sort of Pokemon because obviously Star-Lord, you know, the legendary Star-Lord, he's mostly known for his outer space shenanigans and whatnot, even though he's a Terran, but he's spent most of his life out in space. And I've gone for Unknown. Now, why have you gone for Unknown? You could have Deoxys, you could have Staryu, you could have a Clefairy, but no. For our space Pokemon, we're going for Unknown. Why? Because I like the idea that Star-Lord went out of his way to catch Starlord in the Unknown alphabet. So all of a sudden, I know that's more than his team's worth of Pokemon. So he'll be coming in, chilling out, whatever. He's got his music blasting, coming up Milano, and there's just these Unknown over his head that spell out Star-Lord. And he's just giving it other right. I just can't get that image out of my head. So like he's just landed wherever it was. He's landed in Xandar or nowhere, and he's the Milano's landed. Comes out. Oh, who's this? Who's this? Comes out. What? Star-Lord. I just feel like that's the rock and roll, mental, crazy, kind of a little bit egotistical, thinking he's more of a badass than what he maybe actually is, sort of shenanigans going on. But hopefully, whilst I've explained that now, you can't get that image out of your head, because to me, that makes perfect sense. I give it away before, but it's Ludicolo. Now, Ludicolo, again, just because it's kind of music themed in terms of its, it's the Mexican stuff and and all that shenanigans. The sombrero and all that. It's very Mexico's very live with music and life and stuff like that, isn't it? But I like the idea that he has gone out this way. Like, imagine when he's collecting these Pokemon, right? And he's been told, oh, there's just this super badass, powerful, crazy Pokemon out in this planet or that planet or down here. And he's like, I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to catch up Pokemon out with this crazy, lunatic, badass, fucking animal Pokemon. And he gets there and he's like, oh, tracking it down, all the team like ready for this big monster to come out, and all you see is Ludicolo, and he's just like, and then I can imagine Rocket and Groot and Gamora and Drax all laughing at him saying, oh, that's your powerful Pokemon, isn't there? Walking back to the ship, and he's like, oh, what? And initially he wouldn't catch it, he would just turn and walk back as they what a failed mission. But Ludicolo would see him, and I don't know, there would be some sort of connection, and he would just follow and stick with him throughout the rest of time and his adventures in the galaxy. See that little mini story there? I can play that out of my head, and I fucking love it. And he sat there one, he's like, yeah, I'm going to send out my whatever. And he's like, Ludicolo. And it's like, kind of like a Misty and Psyduck situation somewhat. So yeah, Ludicolo, for them preferences, and he is still music themed. I fucking love that combo. Ludicolo. Again, purely for music theme, because I can just see it. I can really just see it, and I tend to try, it doesn't always happen, I try to give our comic characters starter Pokemon. But we've gone for Varilla Boom. There isn't really much I can say about this one. It's purely the drum basis, but again, I can see this big badass gorilla, but again, it's got a little connection there with Groot, Groot, plant life, and Varilla Boom, grass and whatnot. I can see him sat, they're doing a mission or whatever, and him, or he's had a fallout with the team, like, I'm going to go to my room and play drums with Varilla Boom, and they're just thrashing on the drums and whatnot. Or him bringing a big the big V boy, the big Jai boy of Varilla Boom, smashing on the drums, proper going for it. I can just see them as a pairing. Like, it could be Star-Lord. This would have to be Star-Lord's ace, actually, I guess, really. So they're up against, I don't know, the Ego, the Living Planets come back, or the fight in the Shatari or whatever. And he's just like, Varilla Boom, and just, massive drum set. So, no, yeah, I like it. I wanted to give him a starter. It had to be Varilla Boom, music, drums, and whatnot. But I guess there's not a deeper connection there as some other Pokemon. And finally, this one's fucking obvious. It's Obstagoon. Yes, Obstagoon being the rock, punk, rebel-y, badass, yeah, I like rock music shenanigans. It just fits everything down to Peter Quill. You can see his Obstagoon having its own leather jacket saying Obstagoon and its own crazy little mask and his own blasters blasting alongside with him. You can see them both, like Varilla Boom playing in the background, then both strumming lead guitar, bass guitar, whatever. Star-Lord, Peter probably singing along. You can see that, like I said, Peter Quill thinks he is super cool and badass and rock and roll and wow and all this shit, and it's all music that he will love and adore, especially the height of punk rock being the 80s and whatnot. I can really see these two go along together. This one, I know Varilla Boom's a starter, but I can see this being Peter Quill's first partner Pokemon. You know, he gets a Zigzagoon, he's like, oh, that's a cool little badass, and then trying to Obstagoon. And it just fits the bill so well. And like I said, I could see them chilling the Milano together. I could see them floating through space together. I could see them back to back, both shooting blasters. I mean, you have to train your Obstagoon to shoot blasters, but I think it would work. And again, he just fits the team. Circle the Guardians team now. So you got Star-Lord, Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Drax. Fuck it, we can have Mantis in there. And then there's Obstagoon. It feels, it works. For me, it works anyway. And it's one of the ones that sold itself straight away. As soon as I thought, right, I'm going to do Star-Lord this week, Obstagoon was straight in there. So that's his final Pokemon. There we go, visuals. Hopefully down here somewhere we have a full team of Varilla Boom, Obstagoon, who else with Chatot, Unknown, who have I fucking missed stuff? Who have I missed stuff on my list? Kangaskhan, and Ludicolo. So I hope this team's there. But let me know what you think of that team, Star-Lord's team, in the comments below. And let me know what you would put in. Get off chewing my notey notes. Let me know what you would put in your team for Star-Lord. If you disagree, agree, whatnot, there are no wrong or right answers here. It's just nerds being nerds, discussing topics that we love that help nothing to further the evolution or progressiveness of mankind. We love giving fictional characters a team of 6 other fictional characters to talk about and say that's cool. No visuals, that was Superhero Wednesday. If you did enjoy it, we'll boost it. Let me know in the comments below. Anybody you want 5 Fast Facts on the future. 5 Fast Facts. This is Superhero Wednesday. Let me know who I should do next. I mean, we've still got likes of, I don't know, Lex Luthor, Batgirl, fucking, like I said, Optimus Prime, Megatron. They're in comic books. Have we done Deadpool? I think we've done Deadpool. I know, Poppy. I love you too. Visuals, thank you so much. Let me know what you know. Let me know what you want to let me know in the comments below. And visuals, keep being you and keep on web slinging out.